All right, it's time to get ready. So this would be a dual con with me and my girlfriend Charity Joy on about like the my vacation, our vacation experience in the Philippines. Even though I'm from New Orleans, USA, New Orleans, Louisiana, which is in USA, and she's a Filipina, and so we're in the LDR, which means long distance relationship. So we'll just like explain things about our first meeting and our vacation experience. So without further ado, let's go.
Yes po.
Hey babe,
Mm.
you ready?
Then I can see you. Oh, I never restart my phone. Sorry.
It's okay, it's no problem. But are you
There's
still
no
ready?
problem. You tell me or just only voice.
Yes, because like well, for right now we just have to do the voice.
So I don't need this video.
Mm, no, you don't need it.
Mhm.
So yeah, so yeah, so like we'll just like talk about our vacation together and like share our experience on our vacation.
Mhm.
So
Sige.
yeah, so like, would you like me to go first, or would you want, or do you want to go first?
You go first.
Okay,
You do first.
okay, babe. Well, 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 for our vacation, like you went back home in March, and then like when I flew, I was like on March 17th. I left New Orleans. Like I flew from New Orleans to Los Angeles, and then around night later on that night, I flew from Los Angeles to Manila, and I arrived there on the evening. I meant the morning of March 19th. Like after I went to customs and stuff and got my passport stamped, and after I got up my luggage, so that you and I went. So we met. That was the day we met face to face. And we hugged each other and kissed each other. And also your cousin Pinky was there with you too. From there we went to the hotel where we stayed at. We had got something to eat, and then you had a surprise for me. Remember, you know that surprise you did for me when I came there.
Mhm.
Then
Do.
then like then like then like moments after we ate, your cousin Pinky left, and we rested for a while. Then like later on that afternoon, we went to Mall of Asia. and and then
Motivation.
yeah,
What are you doing there?
the both of us were shopping there, like to get some things, and then we went to try some. It was some kind of. Then later on that night, we went on like outside of Mall of East, like across the street from the mall, and like we went on the Ferris wheel, and then we went back to the hotel, and your cousin and your nephew.
You forget.
I
Not only your right pair as well.
yes, and we did the I I you know that thing that was that hit the stuff that try to run the prize and stuff.
No, you buy, no, we buy Zago.
Yeah, you buy that.
We buy Zago and then, remember?
Yes, I remember. and
And then,
and then your nephew, and then Pinky came back, and your another cousin, which was wait,
hmm, no, your mistake.
wait.
You forget.
I know your nephew name is Ezekiel.
What name?
Isn't that your nephew name? Ezekiel?
Ezekiel.
Yeah, that's how it's pronounced, huh?
Yeah, Ezekiel. And then,
And what was your cousin's name again? Not Pinky.
Felisa.
Felisa.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they all stayed there for a while.
Mm-hmm. We eat dinner.
Yeah, we eat dinner with them.
And then your favorite is pepperoni. Pizza pepperoni.
Yeah.
And then you eat barbecue.
Yeah, so barbecue pork on the stick.
Yeah.
Then I
Mm-hmm.
and then they all
First time.
yeah, it was like a Philippine barbecue pork on the stick that I tried for the first time. And after a while your cousin and your nephew left. And the next day we went back to Mall of Asia to do some ice skating.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you were a little nervous at first.
No, when we go to Mall of Asia, we ride jeepney.
Yeah, we rode yes. We went to Mall of Asia. Instead of taking the taxi to the mall, we went we took the jeepney to get to Mall of Asia.
Mm, yeah. And it's your first time.
Yes, my first time riding the jeepney. And
And then what did you feel?
uh, it
So
was
hot?
yes, it was hot, but I enjoyed it.
Really?
Yes, and I'm wanting the, uh, to experience it more, to, riding the jeepney.
Next time you ride bicycle.
Yeah.
And motor.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. And while we were in Mall of Asia, we were skating around for like 2 hours maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And then, even though you were not used to skating since it was your first time, and
Yeah, it's my first time.
yeah, it's like it was your first time skating, and you, but but we still had a great time together. That
Yeah.
and and after we finished skating, we went inside Mall of Asia to to go bowling.
Mm-hmm. And then a few hours. How many hours?
I think we played like two two games of bowling,
Mm-hmm. And then you fell.
and then we after we left went to go get something to eat at Jollibee.
You took those in Jollibee.
That's that's where we ate at after we left the after we went bowling,
Yeah.
and then we went back to our hotel to get our stuff ready to fly to get our stuff ready for the next day to fly to Davao. And
Yeah.
so on March 21st we went on the morning of March 21st we went to from we flew from Manila to Davao, and we met your family. We met your mom, your dad, your brother Samuel Jr., your sister Hazel,
Mm-hmm.
we met your niece Mimi, and Sarah's husband Gary.
Yeah.
Yeah. And your grandfather, and
My young grandfather.
yes, your young your young grandfather, and your two cousins that came along with them as well.
Yeah.
And we all stayed at a condo for like you know
Mm-hmm.
then like after I got to know your family, and we went to
In the afternoon
after yes in the afternoon
of that day.
in the afternoon we you your mom Hazel Samuel Jr. and Mimi and we all went to the Val Crocodile Park.
Yeah.
While your young grandfather, your dad, and your brother-in-law Gary and your cousins stayed outside to wait for us.
Mm-hmm.
Then like after we left the Val Crocodile Park, we we went to People's Park. So
Yes.
and we stayed there for a while. And before we went back to the condo, and your family had to stop and get some food and stuff and some fruit.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we while when we went home and while we were waiting until the food was done, we had fish, chicken adobo, and babe, did we had that pork on the steak too, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And then
But
uh, uh, what you had to say, babe?
and then
And then like when I was eating my dinner and stuff, I I was trying to the durian,
mm-hmm.
and like I didn't like the
How's
smell.
the taste?
It tasted good, but like what I didn't like the smell of the fruit, which caused me to stop eating it. And I felt the like the smell of the fruit was like it's coming was also coming into my mouth. Mm. And then,
You're, you're hungry, babe.
huh, babe?
You're hungry.
No. Are you
I
talk?
heard your stomach.
No, babe. I'm not hungry.
Okay, continue.
All right. And the next day we went to your family. You and I went to. We all went to Samal Island for the day.
Yeah.
We went to first. We went first. We was going to go to Caliban. I don't know how do you pronounce it, babe?
Where is it?
I think it was called. It was like at the northeast of like Caliban. I'm not sure what it was. We was gonna go there at first, but it was too far and the roads were not good. So we so we
Uh,
so
Forget us.
so we went to Hagamet Falls. So we stayed there for a while. Then you and I got in the water. And we also brought Mimi with us as well.
Yeah.
And your brother also came along to sit on the falls by the falls.
Yeah. And then you enjoy.
Yeah, we enjoyed ourselves. And went to other places.
Okay.
We after we stayed there for a while. We went to the aqua, aquatic maximum resort.
Aquamasima.
And like for that, while we was at aquatic maximum resort, we went to I know that your family went on the slide thing,
Yeah.
and I was kind of shocked, and nervous that Hazel went on the slide too.
Me too.
But
That's why I tell to my mom why Hazel is there.
yeah, because
My mom shouting.
Yeah, because she was because that's putting her baby at risk. You know, her unborn child at risk.
Yes.
If, if that was you, if that was you up there, I would not allow you to do nothing like that. If you were carrying my child,
Really?
yes, really,
Of course, I never do that.
and and we went like snorkeling,
Wait, why you don't try, babe?
the slide.
Yeah, you scared?
No, wasn't that.
Hey,
I was waiting on the you know, we were sitting there waiting on how much the snorkel would cost in the kayak. Remember?
yeah. Kayak, we do kayak.
Yes, we
Like,
yeah we do a kayak and we did snorkeling and did,
enjoy naman.
say that again.
You enjoy naman.
Yes, I enjoyed it. And then the next morning on the morning of May 23rd, like even yeah, we said we hugged the family and th- I'm I wouldn't say goodbye. I would say like a see you later moment.
Really, you feel that?
I didn't tell them goodbye, nothing like that. I just told them like see you later, see you next time.
What's my mother told you, babe? I forgot to ask you that.
Like what your mom was telling me.
Yeah.
Nah, I remember her telling me like to make sure like she was telling me just just do your best to treat you right and stuff and to be there for you,
Mm-hmm.
right, and to take care of you. And she also told me like to also be careful so that the both of us be careful and stuff.
Mm,
And like your family was awesome. They were awesome.
they are noisy, no?
And like
At the van.
yes. And also that was your brother's birthday as well. So I gave him 1,000 Philippine pesos for his birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And I also gave Hazel 1,000 pesos because since her birthday was on March 30th.
Yeah.
Mm.
And thank you for that.
Yeah. You're welcome, babe.
You have a good heart pala.
What was that? What was that, babe?
You have a good heart.
Yes, babe. And like after that after you hugged their family and I hugged their family too, we flew from Davao to Mactan Cebu Airport. From there, we went to all the way up to Malapascua Island. We caught a private car, We-
Yeah.
and
That's make me tired.
yeah,
Really. 3 hours.
yes, it took us 3 hours from Mocktown Cebu Airport to Dan Battalion.
Daan Bantayan
Yeah, and
Port.
and then we took a private boat from there to Malapascua.
Mm-mm.
So so we relaxed at Malapascua for a while, and
No, at the hotel
I,
one night.
yes, we went at the hotel, and
You don't want to rest, ah.
yes,
Excited for your scuba diving.
and yes, and I went to a place like to do some scuba diving and to I was trying to do some scuba diving for the next day for to swim with the thresher sharks and to swim with the thresher sharks and it didn't work out too well because I like before I arrived in the Philippines, the last time that I did a dive was on that I was diving was on May 29th, 2016 was the last time I was diving. And and I and I couldn't do the early morning dive. Like they had a refreshing dive. Like if I was decided to do the refreshing dive, I was unable to go to do the thresher sharks. So I decided not to do that. So instead we went island hopping. On the
Oh,
so instead of booking the scuba diver thing, we just went island hopping on that same day.
mm, mm.
And like we enjoyed ourselves island hopping and stuff.
Yeah.
And
It's amazing.
yeah, it was amazing, babe. Like when my first experience, like doing the island hopping, it was an amazing experience, and it was more amazing that we did it together.
Yeah.
And so the next morning, we went from Malapascua Island to Cebu City. So we had to catch the ferry back to Dan Battalion, and we took a private van to Dan but Dan Battalion. Is that how you pronounce it, babe?
No, from Maya Port
Oh,
going to Cebu.
oh, oh. So yes, thanks, babe. So we went to from Maya Port to Cebu City where we checked in, and and on that day, then we just rested and relaxed for a while, and on
Mhm.
March 25th, we went like that was on a Saturday. We went to Mocktown to do some scuba diving. Well, even though you didn't do the scuba diving, you went snorkeling instead, and then
Mm.
and then I went scuba diving. I did 3 dives, and like, babe, how was your like how did you feel about the experience snorkeling?
It's so great because there's so many fish there. Every kind of fish.
Uh,
Together with ate. Yeah, and then she bring rice to feed the fish. Mm, I enjoyed that.
I'm glad you enjoyed it, babe.
Yeah. You
And
enjoy also the scuba diving.
yes, I also enjoyed it too. Like even though when I did 3 dives, I was exhausted, but I enjoyed myself, babe.
There's so many fish there. Big fish.
Yes,
Right?
yes, it was a lot of fish.
Yeah. A lot of fish. Amazing.
Yeah. And then we went back to our hotel. We fell asleep,
Mm.
and the next day we went back to Mactan to do island hopping again.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we both went. The two of us went island hopping. Like it was amazing. We had saw a lot more fish.
Yeah, I understand fish.
Yeah.
And then you go, what's that?
Huh?
Parasailing.
Yes, we went
Parasailing.
yes, like after we did our island hopping, we went parasailing.
Mm. That's my first time also.
Uh, it was my second time like doing the parasailing, and cause like the first time when I did it, it was in Miami. So how was your experience of the parasailing when you did it the first time?
Nice. Mm. It's like in heaven.
I can't hit.
Not in heaven.
Uh, how,
It's like in heaven.
uh,
Mm. You can see around the cities.
yeah. It was an it was an
Mm.
it was a amazing view.
Yeah, sunset. Sunset?
Yes,
Mm.
we also saw the sunset as well.
Yes.
And
And then